You see, all of us can look at you and say you are a Christian, but it's only God that determines and mark result. Hello? You might be praising God, and the reason why you are praising God now, only you know. Some of you are praising God because they have carried that person's husband. So they are thanking God because it's breakthrough. And that is why they are dancing. Praise God. Haven't you seen people do evil in the internet, and they will come and say, what God cannot do does not exist? And then God will just look at them and say, you people are changing the message of my servant. That word is for they that know their God. It's not for you that have swindled somebody to get wet. It's not for you that is oppressing your neighbor. That thing is not for you. It is not God that do that one for you. It's the devil. Are you hear what I'm saying? And anything that the devil gives, he will take away one day. If the devil gives you a cap, he takes your head. If he gives you a shoe, he takes your feet. Are you hear what I'm saying? So don't tell us that thing. Don't quote that thing, please. If you want to quote that particular phrase, what God cannot do does not exist, make sure you are online. Hello? Did they hear what they talk? It's not because you now do evil and you now say what God cannot do. Kai, that's not God for you. Praise God. God does not do evil. Are you hear what I'm saying? God does not do what? Evil. A Christian is a Christian and a sinner is a sinner. Not until you make your way right. He now says the word of your mouth and the meditation of your heart will not be acceptable in the sight of God. Your heart, your word of your mouth and the meditation of your heart is only acceptable when your ways are right with God. And that was why the psalmist was saying, let me quickly make things right. Deliver me, O God, from secret sin. There are some things that I'm doing that is not worthy to be done. I have to do away with them. Nobody knows I'm doing it. Only me know, but I have to deal with it. And then there are also some willful sin that I do willingly. He said I have to deal with it. Then I can appear innocent and upright before God. And then the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart can be acceptable in the sight of God. Praise God. No wonder you praise and there is no result. No wonder you worship and you go back the same way. The reason you go back the same way is because you have been doing it wrongly. And that is why you must make up your mind to make it right with God. Brethren, let me tell you true, and I will not deceive you. There is profit in serving the Lord genuinely. I tell you the truth. David said, since I was born and now I am old, I have never seen the righteous forsaken, neither his seed begging for bread. I want to encourage us to make it right with God. Not this thing we are doing. We are playing game and wasting time with ourselves. If we are for God, we are for God. If we are not for God, then we are not for God. But if we say we are for God, then we should give it all to God so that we can have somebody to hold responsible. I can be able to say, God, only you that I know, it's only you that I have been calling. I want you to defend me in this matter. Are you hearing what I'm saying? For they that know their God shall be strong and they shall do exploit. If you must stand God consciously and willfully, you must trust in the Lord. Tell somebody, trust in the Lord. Tell the person, trust in the Lord. In 2 Corinthians chapter 1, if you read from verse 8 to 10, 2 Corinthians 1 verse 8 to 10, the Bible told us, he said, brethren, I will not make you ignorant. So Paul was here. He said, I will not let you be ignorant of what we passed through in the land of Asia. He said there were some certain things we passed through in the land of Asia. He said we were pressed out without measure, pressed above strength. We almost lost our life. We were despair of our lives. He said, but we never have weakness. We were sentenced to death in ourselves. So we didn't trust in ourselves. Because the life we are living is not even a life. It's a life that will soon expire. He said, but we trust in the Lord that can be able to quicken the dead and call those things that are not as if they were, that brings the dead to life. He said, but our trust was on that God. He said he delivered us from death. And he said he doth deliver. Till now he still delivers. He said, so in whom we now trust that he will deliver us. So you can find out that the apostles, even in the midst of that pain, they trust in the Lord. And so when they were speaking to the brethren, they said, we will not make you ignorant of this. We will tell you the secret of our success. We will tell you the reason why we are who we are. The reasons that we are who we are is because we trust in the Lord. So when death came to take us, he came and he defended us. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you will be able to say, even if God do not deliver me, I will not bow to the graven image.